Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of the Nabila Show on Muftau Nabila Abdullah YouTube channel. I am Muftau Nabila Abdullah. Over the last couple of days, I've had a couple of messages from WhatsApp, Facebook, and Twitter, all asking me questions about the outcome of South Africa's protest against Ghana Football Association in relation to their last Group Stage World Cup qualifier, which was played at the Cape Coast Stadium on November 14. Many have said that they were expecting the ruling to come last week Tuesday, which was November 23, but they have not seen the ruling. So they keep asking me questions. First of all, let me state one thing. The ruling was never going to come on Tuesday, November 23. The protest that was filed by South Africa on November 15, FIFA gave a response on November 17 and said in their letter that they were going to forward the protest to the Disciplinary Committee of FIFA on November 23, which was a Tuesday. So the Disciplinary Department of FIFA only received the protest on November 23, which was a Tuesday. They will receive it and investigate the matter before they come out with any ruling. I have seen a story from South African portals which said that, SAFA has sent evidence to FIFA that an official of the Ghana FA allegedly traveled to Senegal to meet referee in DIA before the game and whatnot. That's why the ruling did not come. It is outright false. That publication is outright false. It is outright false because you never expected the Disciplinary Committee of FIFA to receive the protest that was filed from the FIFA Secretariat and proceed to give a ruling the same day. It doesn't work like that. FIFA doesn't work like that. Again, FIFA would investigate the matter no matter what. Whether South Africa presents evidence or not. South Africa is only giving FIFA a guidance. I've also seen from section of the Ghanaian media also say that, this protest is hogwash and it's going to be thrown away and all that. I have said one thing countless times, and followers of previous episodes in relation to this matter would tell you that I have said countless times that this is a matter FIFA will investigate it the way they want it done. Is it true that some officials of the Ghana FA made a trip to Senegal before the match? I cannot confirm, and I'm not here to deny that. This actually came to the attention of the Nabila Show on November 16, which was a Tuesday. That is immediately after South Africa had filed their protest. South Africa made their protest on 15th. The Nabila Show reported on the 14th, just after the game, that they were going to file a protest. And on the 15th, they filed that protest. On the 16th, we were made to understand that two people from Ghana made a trip to to Senegal before the game, and they went back after the game as well. Trust me, the individuals who have been mentioned to have made a trip. One, I've seen a tweet from a Kenyan journalist, Francis Gaito, who has said that chief of staff of the Ghana FA made a trip to Senegal before the game and all that. The chief of staff is not an official of the Ghana FA. The chief of staff is a club owner. The chief of staff goes about his normal duties. He owns Vision FC. He's a scout himself. He does his normal businesses across the continent. So I'm struggling to link a trip he might have made to Senegal and the decision of the referee. Indeed, people make trips and people travel all over the continent. But like I said, I'm not here to... Many would recall that in the last episode of the Nabila Show, I had mentioned that we've heard certain things which are quite interesting. Some of those things are the allegations that are coming up now. Okay, so let me just say this. Ghana FSA, FIFA did not file their protest well. SAFA did not file their protest well. They've said that SAFA has not provided evidences to show that there was a wrongdoing in the game, and that SAFA is sending FIFA on a goose chase or whatever word they used. But let me just mention one thing. If you read Article 14.8 of the FIFA Disciplinary Code, it says that notwithstanding that the protest fails to meet the requirement for a valid protest, the disciplinary committee may ex officio prosecute any disciplinary infringement in the case. So, I think that this part of the FIFA regulations rubbishes the failings of non-conformity with the regulations. I think that again. The decision of the Ghana FA to say that the protest was not properly filed will be decided by FIFA. But FIFA, per its own regulations, will know how to handle this, because Article 14.8 of its disciplinary code says that notwithstanding that the protest fails to meet the requirement for a valid protest, the disciplinary committee may ex officio prosecute any disciplinary infringement in the case. So this, in my opinion, despite the claims of the Ghana FA that it fails in terms of non-conformity with the regulations, FIFA can still proceed. I think what the GFA rather should have told FIFA was that although FIFA has got the right to investigate this matter, they should waive the right in the event of a non-conformity with the regulations, and not just ask FIFA to outrightly reject and punish SAFA because they did not file the protest properly. That is my opinion on this matter. FIFA would go through their regulations and determine whether the protest was properly filed or not. And as I mentioned earlier, if FIFA decides that this is a matter of interest to them because they want to protect the integrity of their product, which is the game you and I adore, they will still proceed and investigate because they claim it is fair play and they want it to be fair. So if there's anything that happened that ensured that the game was not fair, it is their responsibility to protect the sanctity of the game. So they would likely apply Article 14.8 of their regulations in relation to this. So I think that the GFA should have factored in this and argued on that and asked FIFA, yes, though we know you've got the right to investigate this matter, you've got the powers to investigate this matter, we implore you to waive that right if the regulations feel that the protest filed was not in conformity with the regulations. It should have been 8 and not an outright call for it to be rejected with heavy fine on South Africa. Well, lawyers would always go to the field with different kinds of argument. I am not a lawyer. I'm just arguing from a layman's perspective. Having been privy to the documents of FIFA and reading through them, I just think this is what the FA should have done instead. When will the ruling come out? There have been messages all over social media claiming that, some says FIFA have thrown it out, some are not sure. People have asked me. I don't know myself, actually. I don't know when the ruling will come out. But I don't expect the ruling anytime soon. I'm always guided by the precedent of 2016, 2017. The match between Senegal and South Africa was played on November 12th. Joe Lamptey was banned March 2017. Okay, so November, December, January, February, March. 5 whole months. So if you expect FIFA to come out with a ruling anytime soon, unless of course FIFA identifies that this is not a matter worth going into, so we don't need to waste time on it, that is when it will be thrown out with ease within the shortest possible time. But if FIFA feels that the claims of South Africa are worth investigating, they will investigate. They will come out with their findings and we'll know the outcome. So for now, just take it as it is without so much hassle. FIFA will investigate it. They will only not proceed. I've seen people go like, when I read the publication from South Africa, though, Danny Jordan, who was quoted in the newspaper, said that, FIFA can trace the mobile phone conversation or get the man's passport and go through them and what. Whether he goes through it, they go through his passport or not. If I am the set official, it's much easier for him to say that I went to Senegal on a private business. After all, he's a club owner. But FIFA always have a way of extracting information. If indeed these were trips to induce the referee to manipulate the outcome of the game, FIFA will find it. FIFA can even get you to speak and say things you probably never thought you would. Joe Lamte is an example. Until we see you once again, this is Nabila Show on Muftau Nabila Abla YouTube channel, and I am Muftau Nabila Abla. We appreciate your company here on this channel.